Hey everyone, it's Louie with SCHEELS in Lincoln, Nebraska. We're in Seward, Nebraska today at the Nebraska National Guard Museum to honor our next hometown hero, Gerald Meyer.
Welcome to SCHEELS Hometown Heroes.
SCHEELS Hometown Heroes is a way for us to say thanks
to those that serve our country and our community,
and are still giving back to others today.
We honor your service by sharing your stories.
From all of us at SCHEELS, thank you for your service.
I was always around World War II veterans growing up, and I thought nothing better to honor their service. My grandfather served, to serve this country, and it was always kind of a foregone conclusion. I would do it again. People ask me, would you go back? And even though, I got dinged up a little bit, I'm okay with that. It's part of serving.
Jerry really has always been driven and very patriotic, very much willing to sacrifice his own personal needs or wants to do something for other people, and that's regardless of military or his personal life.
I did 3 deployments total to Afghanistan, all 3 to Afghanistan. When I came back, I was wounded, so I had to do some therapy down at Fort Riley at the Wounded Warrior program. And then I came back in the Guard and finished out my career there after 32 years, retired as a colonel. I worked with some of the best that America has, men and women that are dedicated to their mission and being in the military. And I worked with Army, Air Force, Marines. There was even Coast Guard over there. You even had to ask what they did wrong to get sent over to Afghanistan. But I tell you, I've served with some great Americans, and here at home and here overseas. I came over here in 2014 when I got the job as a Nebraska National Guard historian before I came off of active duty, and I've been very blessed to be here. And so one of the projects here at the Seward Museum here, National Guard Museum, is to build up exhibits, build up rooms and displays. And that's what we've been doing since 2014.
This museum is like having the 4th of July 365 days of the year in Seward, and so it's a nice complement to our 4th of July celebration, and so I was very anxious to work with him.
So Jerry had this vision of building something that people throughout the state would come see, people throughout the country would come to see this museum, that he could preserve our heritage and our legacy. And it was, it's a pipe dream at the time. It's this old rundown building. Piece by piece, this started to come together. There was the theater, there was the airplane, and it started to build. And then Jerry kind of got this flywheel of getting it moving. And then every time I came in, there was a new exhibit, until every time I came in, there were 3 or 4 new exhibits. Everything was changing. And now it's like every time I come in, once I get into some of the main areas, I don't even recognize the places because they didn't exist before.
The neat thing is Jerry has filled this museum to where we need to really look at expansion. And so that's a good thing.
It all started the morning of the 15th when we started the attack on St. Lo. One division.
The museum itself tells a story about the citizen soldier, but he also honors all veterans and is willing to support and honor all veterans, and I think that's very important too.
So these touch screens are really cool. You come up here, and like this guy right here, maybe you know who Warren Buffett is.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you touch on him, and you learn a little bit about him. He served 6 years in the Nebraska National Guard. So students can come in here. We have a sound dome. You can listen. Seward is the 4th of July city here for Nebraska. It sees a lot of people. We've had great attendance here. We set a record 2 years ago. In this building on one day, July 4th, we had 9,805 people visit in one day. The people that come here, that are especially veterans, love coming here to the museum. They see something that reminds them of the time that they served, and they're very open about their discussion of the military.
When you get out of the military, the team's gone, right? All that's gone. All that support is gone. And so all the bad stuff comes back into your head. But when you have something like this, you can come back and see the good stuff. Right? And that's what's so important, and that's what's so healing for a lot of veterans, is to be able to see the good stuff, to remember the good stuff. Whether it's just seeing a uniform, or the old bar that was in York, or some of the weapon systems, and it brings back the great memories, which can sometimes help us deal with the bad memories.
He is the museum in so many ways. He's embraced the community in a variety of working with a variety of civic groups, and helped he represents the museum, he represents the National Guard, he represents the military, and all the things that we value in our community.
I'm very proud of what he's made this into. He has a great vision of what he wants history to look like and feel like.
If you look at it from divine intervention, I'm very blessed to be where I'm at. You know, having survived a suicide bomber, an RPG attack, and with minimum amounts of injury, you know, I think I'm blessed. I think there was a reason why, you know, I've been put here, and one is to tell the story, is to really not forget our World War II generations and our generations before, but also to highlight the contributions of people today in the Nebraska National Guard.